giving some finance advice, how you can plan and everything, and that is helpful in long term. And even if you want in short time also, there must be some plan from his side. So you can follow his channel. That's all I can say.
Thank you, man, for the words.
Yeah.
Really, honestly, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, followers of Marihinha Mercante. This is Lucas. I'm third officer here on Mercy, and today I'm going to interview the Indian officer Manpreet Singh. He's going to tell us a little about India, how is it to be a seafarer at India, and also a little about the finances in India for seafarers. So, Manpreet, please introduce yourself to my followers who are watching us.
So, hi guys, my name is Manpreet Singh and I'm a second officer on Mercy. I'm sailing with a Maersk tanker from last 2 years, and I joined this vessel in month of March, and I will be continue for next 5 months. And I'm sailing with Lucas as third officer. He joined around April, and we met and we talked about something, and I come to know about his ideas about finance. So just curious about to know how he manage all the finance and how he do. So we will tell a little about this in this interview, and we will see how it's go.
Alright, thank you, Manpreet.
Yeah.
So, Manpreet, tell us a little about India. Tell about your culture, what music you listen. Just tell what comes to your mind when you think about India.
India is a beautiful country to live on. I mean, if you are living in India, you are blessed with something.
Ah, nice.
So
He's proud of his home, huh?
yeah, I am proud of my country, and I love my country. That's of course.
Good.
So in India we have different cultures. Like we have around 29 states. So in every state we have different cultures. In every state.
29 states.
That's correct.
And in each state you have a different culture.
In each state we have different culture. In each state we have different language.
Different language also.
So in India, around 1500 newspapers are printing every day.
So 29 states with 29 different cultures and 29 different languages, guys.
So you can imagine how great India is in the culture wise.
How big is your population right now?
Right now the population is around 1.2 billion.
1.2 billion, huh?
I mean that's
The
the second largest
biggest, yeah, second
after the China.
So okay.
But we are managing now. I mean the governments are taking some initiative to reduce the population. I mean by birth control or by initiating by educating the rural areas.
Yeah.
Because the main problem is coming from the rural areas.
Mm-hmm.
The people who are educated, who know how many childs are good for the countries and for their wealth, and I mean with the wealth they have, how they can manage, how many child they can manage. So they are doing that one.
Yeah.
But in the rural areas, they need to be guided.
Yes, they need some guidance, some education about
some education about birth control and
family
everything.
management.
That's correct. So the government has taken some initiative to educate these guys.
Good.
Let's see in future what we
Yes,
do.
I hope this works. I hope
Because in India we have around 66,000 birth rate per day.
per day, huh?
That's correct.
66,000 per
yeah.
day.
So you can imagine in 5 days you can cover how many?
Yes. All right. So, what do you see any similarities between India and Brazil?
See, Brazil will be different from India in their different cultures.
Yeah.
Of course, that is the thing always there with the different countries also. And the people in Brazil are very nice. Whomever I met, I feel very comfortable with them. With the
Friendly.
speaking, very friendly. But one thing about the Brazilian guys, they overthink little.
Overthink.
That's
You
correct.
think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Why do you think?
I mean, I met some guys. I mean, on these ships only.
Uh-huh.
I have 2 third officers, like last third officer. I don't want to talk.
Say name. We don't need to say names.
Yeah, so I can't say the name, but the feeling we have, I mean, she or he is overthinking little too. I mean, with the work also and with the different things. So I think, I don't know, I didn't talk too much about, I mean, I didn't talk to too many people in Brazil, but still, to whomever I talked, I feel like they are little bit overthinking, yeah.
Especially about work.
Especially about work, yeah, of course. That's the thing. I mean, if something happened to their work, they will try to fix on that day only, or they want to do as soon as possible, something like this. They don't want to overburden or to take that to the next day. Or they will be thinking about that, okay, what I can do. Yeah. So
maybe I think this is the kind of thing that you find in every culture. Some people that
some people, I can say some people, but if you met around 2-3 people and they are same thinking, so I mean, I can't tell after meeting 2-3 people. If I stay in Brazil for many years, then I can tell. Okay.
But this was your first impression.
That's why that's, you can say, that's my first impression about Brazil.
Okay.
And about Brazil, it's a beautiful country to live. I mean, after India, if I can come to Brazil.
Good.
The beaches are good.
Please come visit.
Sure. So, about Brazil is a good country to stay on. And after, if I want to live in any other place after Brazil, after India, that will be the Brazil.
Good.
Because the beaches are good.
Yeah.
The environment that they create.
The air,
the everything. I feel very comfortable over here. I mean, I went one time ashore in Victoria. Yeah, that's correct. And I went to the one pub. I don't know the name of the pub because that was in Little Brazil or something.
Yes.
Or I forgot the
Brazilian name.
Yeah, but the vibes, you can say, the vibes in the pubs, the crowd is too excellent. I mean, they are
the energy,
and they are not taking care of anything like what is going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, they're just living the day, seizing life.
Yeah, they are living the day. I mean, they are working from 8 to 5 or whatever and in the night they are enjoying.
Good.
They are forgetting everything, whatever happened in the morning, and now they are moving to the next day. So that's I like about the Brazil.
This energy of enjoying life. Huh?
That's correct. That's good.
This is a good thing. It's also something I like a lot about my country.
That's correct. So
our people know how to have fun and enjoy life.
That's correct. So that I like about the Brazil. About the culture-wise, it's totally different.
Totally different.
So
tell me about the differences you see, for example, in the culture.
Like in India, we have traditional culture. They are little bit, they are lacking behind from the Western thinking.
Yeah.
So they don't want to openly, like for the women, I start with the women.
I understand. Woman inclusion, for example, is not so strong in India as it is right now in the rest of the world.
That's correct. I mean, the women are restricted to one thing. I mean, they can't go out after this time.
They don't have too much freedom. Huh?
Yeah, in metro city or some other city, you can feel okay.
Where?
Now, in metro cities. Like if you go in the bigger states, like in Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta, you can feel okay. They have given some liberty to the women, but in the rural area or some background states, they don't even allow the women to be so freedom.
I understand. So maybe they are not allowed to study or have their own careers or something like this.
Yeah, that is also somewhere in the back of the mind or in the people's mind in different states.
Wow, this is something. It sounds like 20th century or 19th century.
I mean, in 1947, like in 1947, the India got independence.
Yes.
But in 1947,
England, right?
the European, from England.
So guys, in 1947, India got independent from England. India was an English colony until this date. Right.
So from that year till now, I don't think there has some changes according to, we have improved, that of course, but we have to go a little far ahead.
There's still
Still
a long road ahead.
Yeah, long road ahead. That's correct.
Yeah. Okay, so what are some popular sports, some popular music? Do you listen to mostly to Indian music or to Western music? What are your favorite sports there? Do you watch a lot of football or what?
I mean, if you're talking about sports, first of all, the national sports of India is hockey.
Hockey?
Yeah.
Ice hockey?
Not ice hockey, it's a normal hockey.
Normal
It's
hockey?
like playing on the ground
Oh, really?
with a field, on the field.
Uh-huh.
It's like a small field, not a small field, like one ship length field.
Uh-huh.
Around
One
100
ship
meters,
length, huh?
100 meters, that's right. Like a football ground.
Mm.
So the size of the hockey ground is like same like football ground, and it's the national sports of India.
Nice, hockey. Huh?
Yeah.
I
But-
didn't know, I would never imagine it.
Yeah, but because India, the hockey is not playing so much now. They're not giving some, what you say, some preference to hockey. They are more about cricket.
Cricket.
That's correct.
This came from England probably, huh?
Yeah, of course, that came from England only. But the choices about playing cricket is more as compared to hockey.
Really different from Brazil, this one, huh? Hockey and cricket. Nice.
Yeah, I mean in Brazil, of course, the one game is there in all people's mind is football.
Yeah, football.
Yeah.
And lately also UFC, MMA actually.
Yeah, UFC.
MMA is
That
been
is
on
also
the
there.
minds of people.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Hockey
But-
and cricket, huh?
But in India, there are many sports, but the most preferred sports is cricket. I mean, every child wants to play cricket.
What I think interesting about this is that we can see how much a country becoming a colony can influence its people's preferences. For example, you were colonized by England, and now one of your main sports is cricket, which is English sport. And cricket is an English sport. So this became a part of your culture. So there's a mixture of cultures between India and England about some things.
Yeah, you can say like that. I mean, if you are coming from some, if you are getting freedom from England colonized country, and they are playing as their national sports as say cricket, so somehow you will get to what you say, adapt that. Okay, the cricket is, we can play more cricket in India, but India has given preference to hockey
Hockey, yeah.
for the national sports.
All right.
Yeah, and about music, you are asking about the music.
Yeah.
Yes. About the music, we have different musics around the country
Yeah, a lot of.
according to states.
I imagine 29 different cultures, so
So,
probably a lot more different
Yeah.
kinds of music. Eh?
So, like, I will tell about something about my culture. I'm a Punjabi.
Punjabi,
That's correct. We call it Sikh.
Sikh,
Yeah. So, in my culture, we have a Bhangra.
Mangra,
Bhangra.
Mangra,
Bhangra.
Hangra.
Not Bhangra. It's like a Bhangra. B. We start for BH.
Hangra.
That's correct.
Hangra.
So that's our favorite. I mean, that's our culture. Cultural. What you say?
Hangra is your culture.
That's correct. I mean,
And
cultural. Sikh is our. What you say?
Your region or
No. Like,
Ethnicity.
like Hindu is there. We have a Sikh.
so your religion.
Yeah, our religion is Sikh, and our national dance or whatever you say is Bhangra.
Hangra.
Yeah. I mean, the culture is Bhangra.
I
I mean, the dance we are playing in our state is
Yeah.
Bhangra. Every state have different dance. Every state have different culture. But for us, like culture is Bhangra, playing Bhangra, and we are going to Gurudwara. We have Gurudwaras.
Gurdwaras.
Gurudwaras.
What are Gurdwaras?
Gurudwara is like a tomb. You have seen like different tombs are there.
It's like your Bible.
Yeah, it's like a Bible. We have a Guru Granth Sahib.
Guru Granth Sahib. Guru Granth Sahib.
If you go through that book, you will come to know about our culture, how our pasts are, how our gurus are, how great they are.
So his culture is Bhangra, and his holy book is
Guru Granth Sahib.
Guru Granth Sahib.
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 Yeah.
Guru Granth Sahib.
That's correct.
Alright.
So if you go through that book, I mean, that is a different religion, but you can go through, you will come to know about something about a culture, a religion. I mean, it's up to you. I mean,
yes.
You should read. It's not like if you should adopt, but you should have some ideas about what different cultures we have in different countries.
It's like the Bible, for example. There are a lot of people who aren't Catholicists, but it's good to read the Bible, the Torah, the different religions. They have different books with different teachings.
That's
so
correct.
you have something to gain from all of them.
Yeah, of course. If you go through Gita, in Hindu religion we have Gita,
Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita. In Muslim we have, I don't know Gita, I think I forgot the name.
Yeah, I forgot the name in English also. In Portuguese it's Alcorão.
Al-Quran, yeah. In Quran,
Quran.
yeah. For Muslim they have Quran,
Quran.
and for Christian peoples we have Bible. So
Yeah.
if you go through all these books, you will come to know something about what they have done in the past.
Exactly.
Yeah, what you can learn from that book.
You learn from their culture, their history,
Yeah, histories.
their ways of thinking.
Yeah, and if you adopt something from that, it will be very good for you, your personality development toward other people's humanity. Because nowadays the humanity is like to the least, in my opinion.
It's what? It's what?
Humanity is getting least. I mean, it's going down, down, down with the time.
See, you think we're going backwards?
Not backwards. I mean, the people are not taking care of each other. They want to earn money. That's all. They don't want the other person should grow. They want only they should grow and they should become rich, and they are not taking care about the small peoples.
So in your opinion, people are becoming more individualist,
That's correct. You can say like this.
more egocentric.
Egocentric. Yeah.
I understand. But why? What makes you see the world like this?
Like, I will talk about my country only. During this pandemic, the people are not able to help each other. I mean, they are earning money from what they are getting. Like, if they want to supply oxygen bottles,
Yeah.
if it is costing 40,000, they are supplying lakh. I mean, they are giving in 1 lakh. For that extra 60,000 or 50,000,
Yes,
you are risking one life.
I understand.
So
So they have a parallel market for this. Is that?
that's correct. You can say.
And they sell on this market for a higher price, only to
Higher
get a little
price.
more profit.
Little more profit. So
Yeah.
in that we are losing many lives. So
Manpreet, I'll tell you something. This is a common human behavior. In my city, a few years ago, there was a natural disaster,
yeah,
and a lot of people died. A lot of people lost their homes, and our city became an island almost. It was isolated from the rest of the country. It was really bad.
okay,
And the light, the energy was out. We ran out of energy completely for a few days.
yeah,
So people started to buy candles. People started to look for candles. And in some places, they began to sell one candle for 30 reais. For your perspective, usually one box of candle would be 10 reais. One box with maybe 10 candles. And they were selling one candle for 30 reais. So why am I telling you this? Some people will always try to get something for themselves in this kind of situation. And that's why it's so important for people like you, me, everybody who's listening to us to be good, to help others in this kind of situation, because that's how we make a difference.
Like you given the example of candles, but these candles are not taking a life.
Exactly.
There is a difference between like a candle and an oxygen bottle.
Yes.
I mean the oxygen bottle, if they take somebody's lives or save somebody's lives, so that is different. So I think
Actually, it's not so different, because if human behavior allows somebody to do this with a small thing like a candle,
yeah,
it also allows to do something big like a oxygen bottle. Or, for example, the politics here in Brazil, who are taking money for themselves that could be used to fight the pandemic. You understand?
Yeah.
So it comes from the small behaviors.
That's
The little culture.
Yeah, you are saying that's correct, but I mean that's everywhere in all the countries, all the worlds, the democracy, the politics are like this. So I mean the people should understand each other. It should not depend all about the politics, and they should they should help each other and try to build the humanity again.
To be more together instead of each one
To
for
be more
themselves.
together, or instead of being individual and thinking of themselves only, not thinking of others. So
Yeah, I
that
totally
we can
agree.
improve as a human.
I totally agree.
Yeah, that's correct.
And that's why we need to do our part.
Yeah, that's correct. The change should be come from you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Change from within.
yeah. Then you can change the world.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So Manpreet, changing a little the subject.
Yeah, sure.
Tell me.
We're off topic now.
No problem. That's why we're making this conversation, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Talk about
talk
stuff.
about something.
Yeah. So tell me a little about seafarers in India. How are seafarers regarded in India? A lot of people know about this profession, or is it not very well known? How is it?
In India, first of all, I will tell about the seafarers. I mean, now they are recognized as a key worker.
Team worker, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
During this pandemic only.
Yeah.
Before that, they are not so.
Yeah.
They are not recognized as a key worker.
In the whole world, I think this happened.
Yeah.
Nobody usually notices the
Notice the
seafarers, but
seafarers.
during the pandemic, they saw it.
pandemic,
Without ships, they don't have anything.
Now they know how key workers these seafarers are.
Yes.
So now our Prime Minister also fell on the media, how these seafarers are working very hard day and night on a ship, staying more than 9 months, 10 months because of no crew change.
So being recognized lately, yeah?
That's correct, and that's a good part. About the seafarers, so how we come to know about these seafarers, how we join this industry,
Yeah,
I will
let's
tell you
go.
everything. So first of all, how you join this career, and or how you come to know about this career. I will take my example only.
Yeah,
That's
tell
why
your
I-
story.
When I was in 11th or 12th, I mean in higher schools of higher studies.
Mhm.
So one of my uncle has a son who is in merchant navy.
Mhm.
So my first preference was to join an Indian Navy to
Indian
serve a
Navy.
country.
Military.
That's correct, military. But anyhow, I didn't get a chance to join there. So
Why you didn't have
I mean, I given some exams and everything. I qualified also, but they have some stringent passing exams and passing all the things. So you have to be little more. Maybe I'm not fit to say it.
understand? Yeah, they have their own.
Yeah, they have their own selecting procedures.
Yes.
So I can't say anything about this.
Okay.
It's my fortune.
All right. So
So
you decided to go to the merchant navy.
then I decided to go as a merchant navy officer. So my father asked my uncle, okay, how the procedure was. Then I told, okay, I told my father, okay, I will join merchant navy. And he told, okay, this is the procedure. Then I also find something from the internet
Mhm.
and somewhere. Then for giving the merchant navy, you have to be eligible first of all. You have to be 12. I mean, in our country, it's 11, 12. Like in your country is high school.
Yes.
In our country is 11th, 12th. And
So this is so 11, 12 grade is like high school for Western.
for India. For India, we have 11th, 12th as a high school.
All right.
So in 12th, you need to have at least 65% in physics, chemistry, maths.
So you take your grades from from your school.
That's correct.
All right.
From high school only.
From high school only.
If you get like 65%, more than 65% in BCM, and you have 50% in English in high school.
Also English.
Yeah, English. And if you have this in the high school, then you can give the exam for the merchant navy.
So in addition to having these minimum grades, you have to take another exam.
That's correct. We have Indian Maritime University who is conducting these exams for all seafarers.
Your university is connected to the Navy or is it independent?
It's independent.
Independent. Huh?
It's not connected with the Indian Navy. We have a body. We have a body, DG Shipping, who is taking care of all these things. And for this DG Shipping, above that we have Ministry of Shipping. Yeah. So under Ministry of Shipping, we are coming. DG Shipping is coming, and DG Shipping running different schools or different colleges for the student who want to join seafaring
I understand.
or this profession. So first of all, if you get PCM 65%, more than 65%, then you can come for the exam, give the exams. If you qualify the exam, they will take an interview, one small interview, whichever school you want to go. Then you have a choice, which college you want to join.
You can choose, huh?
Yeah, you can choose. Then if you have chosen the college, then you have to go to that college, give the interview, and if you are selected, then you can join the cadetship. First of all, we have two programs. Like first program is Diploma in Nautical Science.
Yeah.
And other one is Bachelor in Nautical Science.
So what's the difference?
Difference is like if you are doing Diploma in Nautical Science, it's only 1 year. And 2 years on board ship, you have to train.
All right.
But if you are doing Bachelor in Nautical Science, it's like 3-year programs.
Yeah.
And you require only 6 to 12 months sailing.
Okay. But you, in the end, no matter which program you choose, do you have the same?
Yeah, we have the same output here. It's like you are educating yourself more in Bachelor Nautical Science.
I understand.
Program.
You have
Because-
more theory.
Yeah,
versus-
more theory knowledge. And if you choose the Diploma in Nautical Science, you will spend more time on board ship,
I understand.
around 18 to 20 months.
So which one did you choose?
I chosen Diploma in Nautical Science. I prefer that one because I don't want this bookish knowledge, and I want to have this practical knowledge.
Good. Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
This is actually something a lot of Brazilian seafarers would have more. They wish they would they could spend more time on board before completing the whole process.
That's correct.
Because here we spent 3 years.
But how about your country? How in your country was the procedure?
So our grades from high school, they don't interfere
Okay.
with our possibility of going.
Yeah.
We have to make an exam. So if we pass this exam, we spend a period of 3 weeks in what we call adaptation.
Okay.
It's like our graduation in the military way of life. Academies attached to the military navy.
Okay. So your military and the seafarer profession are attached.
Yes. So during the academy time, we are military.
Okay.
So after we pass this adaptation time, we spend 3 years studying at the academy and being military. And after this, we have the apprenticeship, which is 1 year for deck officers and 6 months for engineers.
Okay.
And that's the process for everybody. You don't have the option, for example, to divide the apprenticeship to go on board before you finish the academy. You have to finish the academy and then you go on board.
But how you get the knowledge about the ship? I mean,
Exactly.
you are coming directly on the ship without any knowledge.
Exactly.
And you are coming as an officer.
This is exactly what happens.
This should be. I think this should be changed.
I also think me and a lot of Brazilians think about like this. This should be a different process.
Different process, yeah. Anyhow,
But this is how it is, and we manage. We learn everything we can during the apprenticeship.
okay.
And this doesn't mean we become less educated officers. It's just the biggest problem is that many people graduate without actually knowing if they would like to work on board. This is the biggest problem.
Okay. From India. So anyhow, I'm talking about my how the process is going on in
Yeah.
India. So after you complete this diploma in nautical science, then you have to be on board for 18 to 20 months.
18,
To 20 months.
20 months.
Minimum requirement is 18 months, but they told us to be more than 2 months so that it will not interfere during the exams afterward. So after you complete 18 months, then we have some 4 months course.
Mhm.
That is like a function course.
Okay, so
For the-
engineer or deck,
No, for deck is I'm talking about the deck only.
only
I'm
deck.
not talking about the
Alright.
engineers. Engineers have the different courses.
Okay. So what is this 4-month function?
4-month function course is like for giving the second mate exam.
Mm.
I mean
Okay.
to become a third officer.
Yeah, alright.
So they will train more about the third officer knowledge, third officer jobs and everything in these 4 months.
So in this diploma process, you spend 1 year at the academy,
That's
then
correct.
18 to 20 months on board,
Ship.
and then you come back and do a 4-month course,
Yeah,
so you can do the exams
That's
and
correct.
become a third officer.
that's correct. So,
And then you become directly. You don't have to go on board anymore before becoming a third officer.
no, after you completed this 18 month sailing, you don't have to go anymore on board ship. You just have to give an exam, and after giving these exams, and you have an interview.
Mhm.
After completing that interview, if they qualified you, you will be certified third officer. You are certified second mate.
Interesting. Very interesting process.
Yeah.
Very good.
After you complete this third officer and after you get some experience, you will be directly get promoted to second officer. You don't need any exams or any degree.
You don't have to do a course.
That's correct. But for the chief mate, if you want to be a chief mate, then you have to again do a 6-month course
Mhm.
and a exam and an interview.
Yeah, also the university.
So it's like almost every year same. 6 months and exams. You also need some experience also. It's not like giving
Yes,
exams
of
and
course. Just take the exam,
And
just
become-
became second officer, now you're chief. No.
it's not like that. So at least 24 months sailing you need to have to become a chief mate.
As a second officer.
Not as a second officer, as a certified second mate.
Okay.
Third officer and a second officer.
Alright.
Total sailing. So that should be about at least 24 months. Different company has different SMS, so we can't complain about that. But the minimum which the government has set is 24 months.
Yeah.
So after completing this chief mate exams and after giving this interview, once you become a chief mate, then for the masters, you have to take 2-month course and 1 exam, and that will be a direct interview.
You also have an interview.
That's correct. So after completing these exams or course, you can be promoted as a master if you have a master license. So for that also you need at least 24 months
24
sailing as
months.
chief mate, only chief mate
As chief.
Yes.
In this case.
in this case.
Alright. So do you want to become a chief mate and
Of
later
course,
a
of course.
master?
I already clear my chief mate license, and hopefully in next 1-2 years I will be a chief mate
Good.
in Musk only.
I hope so, man. I hope so.
I will meet you.
And
You
you
may
should-
be a second officer.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see.
you
Who
will
knows?
be- Who knows?
Who
You
knows?
will be staying as a second mate on that ship. I will be a chief mate.
Yeah. We never know what's gonna happen.
That's correct. That's will be in future. So this is the procedure how we go through from the cadetship to till the masters, and after that it's your choice what you want to be. You want to retire or you want to continue in this profession.
You
It's
want to
totally up to
change.
you.
About this, so how is the salary, the seafarer salary, in comparison to other jobs in India?
Seafarer salaries, I'm saying this third time.
It's because we cut, guys.
Yeah, because these alarms are coming on the bridge.
Yeah.
So actually, we are coming under a high middle class. You can say middle high class.
Middle high class.
That's correct. For salary for a seafarers is around 3 lakhs per month.
3 lakhs.
That is around 4,500 to $5,000.
So explain to the guys how the lakhs and rupees work.
Guys, 3 lakhs is around 300,000. It's like 1 lakh is 100,000
Rupees.
and yeah, rupees. 1 lakh is 100,000 rupees and 1 million is 10 lakhs. And if you go to the billion, 1 billion will be 1 crore in India.
1
CR.
crore.
That's correct.
This one I didn't know.
Yeah, 1 crore rupees. So about the seafarer salaries, it's like 4,500 to $5,000 for second mate. And if you little go, average will be around 3,000 to 4,000, 3,000 to 5,000
3,000 to 5,000 average
dollars
for seafarers.
Yeah, that's correct. And if you compare with the other profession who is working on a top professions, the average salary will be around $1,000
$1,000
per month.
All right, so it's almost the same comparison here in Brazil. It's about the same gap of salaries.
Yeah, I mean if you take this as a whole year, I mean I'm telling about per month.
Mhm.
You can't say whole year. No?
Yeah, because in India, your contract doesn't pay you when you're at home.
We are at home. That's correct.
Yeah. There's
So-
this little different here in Brazil.
Yeah. So like when we are working on board, we got paid. So if you compare this with the annually, we are around 1,500 to 2,000 per month.
Okay. This in dollars.
Dollars. That's correct. $1,500 to $2,000 per month, and which is I think more than 1,000 of course.
Yeah,
So
much more.
we are coming under the middle high class family, you can say.
All right.
And you get an opportunity to spend this money in whatever way
When
you
you're
like.
at home, you
Yeah.
have plenty of time.
Plenty of time, plenty of things to do, and plenty of places to visit.
So how do you use your time when you're at home?
Yeah, I will not talk about this pandemic because this pandemic
Yeah,
you-
yeah.
ruined my so many plans and everything. So
For everybody. Huh?
yeah, that's correct.
Just tell you're in a normal situation.
Normal situation, I will just plan to go somewhere in India only. I never went outside India to different country
Why not?
because I didn't get any person with which I can travel or any friends. They didn't make any plans.
I see.
Yeah,
I understand this feeling.
yeah. So I mean, if you can go alone, but there will be no fun going alone. Better you should go with your friends or your spouse or your wife. You can say.
Yeah, this is a thing that I think many seafarers experience because our lives are completely different. We have much more time than the average person and also much more money. And sometimes we want to do things that we can afford with time and money, and our friends and our family cannot. It's not like we're better or anything, it's just that we don't have many people that are on the same situation
Yeah,
to
you
share
can
with
say,
us.
because once when we are on board, they are free,
Yeah,
and when we go on, when we go to shore, they might be free, they might not be.
yeah,
So we are never be on the same page.
exactly.
Yeah. So that's the problem. So anyhow, we manage like if we are in India, they can manage to still roam around in India. So once we are in India, I will tell my friends, okay, let's go somewhere in India. Last time I visited Himachal Pradesh.
What is
Himachal Pradesh.
Himachal?
Pradesh is one
Pradesh.
state in India.
Uh-huh.
It's like a hilly areas.
Hilly areas.
Hilly.
Hilly.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I am in
Mountains.
mountains area, and it's a beautiful. I have some pictures. I will
Nice.
share with Lucas.
Yeah.
If I get a time.
Send me the
Yeah.
pictures and I'll show the guys.
Yeah, you can show them a little bit about Himachal Pradesh.
Nice.
So that was in last.
So you're gonna give me some tips about traveling in India. I want to go
Yeah,
to
yeah, sure. If you come to India, I will make sure you travel whole India with
Of
your
course.
satisfaction,
Of course.
and I will help you in all the matters, whatever you want, how you want to stay, how
Good.
you want to roam around, how you can, which places you can visit. in
Thank you
India.
very much, man.
Yeah, of course.
So guys, Manpreet is gonna give me all the tips and then I'm gonna share with you.
Yeah, but same apply to Lucas also.
Of course, man. Of course.
He should also give me some tips. I
Yeah.
mean, how the Brazils are.
Also, give me some tips about where he should go. Where should I tell him to go here in Brazil? Tell him in the comments.
Yeah, man. If you have some places in Brazil or in some other countries you have visited, just tell me. I will like to go and visit that places. Thank you, man. Yeah.
So, okay. How long do you usually stay on board and how long do you usually stay at home?
I try to equalize my stay on board and stay at shore. I mean, if I am staying on board 6 months, I will try to manage. I will manage to stay shore around 6 months.
Around 6 months. Huh?
Yeah.
So you need to plan ahead so your money is able to, so you're able to afford.
That's correct. I mean, you have to finance in very strategic manner. I mean, you have to think, okay, if I'm staying 6 months at home, I should have this money with me, or
You should save this much during your onboard time.
Yeah, you can save this much because on board, if you're staying, you're not spending so much money.
Yeah.
Because everything is we are getting on board.
Especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, during the pandemic, because we are not going ashore,
Yeah.
we are not going anywhere, we are on board the ship, and that's the worst part also.
Yeah.
So, but yes, if you are going ashore and you are spending some money on board ship, I try to manage that. Okay, if I spending this money on board, and I need this little bit money ashore also.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to equalize. Okay, if I spend $2,000, $1,000 on board, I will try to save $2,000 per month, and try to invest this money in some funds, in some government bonds. That what where you come to help me deal with this
I will
financial
help you,
situation.
don't
Yeah,
worry,
of
don't
course.
worry.
I mean, if like we are talking yesterday about this financial support. I mean, how you can manage your finance. You are
Yes.
telling me some tips, which were very helpful. I mean, if you try to do this in long term, it will sure 100% will give you a higher returns.
Of course. You
Yeah.
give you more freedom.
Yeah,
For example, right now you plan ahead so you can stay at home the same amount of time you stay on board.
that's correct.
With a very good planning, you can even stay longer at home.
Yeah, if you have long planning and you are managed to save so much money, so you can stay at home also. Okay,
Yeah.
I have money to stay more than 2-3 months more, so okay, then you can afford.
Yeah.
But if you don't plan your money, if you don't finance your money, then you have to come on board.
Yes. You're a very conscious guy because I've met many people on board already, and especially officers. Most of the seafarers, they don't have this conscience about their money.
Yeah.
They don't manage their money thinking ahead. I see many people who would like to stay more time at home, but they cannot afford because they don't plan ahead.
That's good.
And sometimes they don't even spend too much money on board. But when they go back home, they want to do everything at the same time.
Yeah.
So they spend too much money too fast and they have to come back
That's
faster,
correct. That's correct.
earlier. Than
This
they
is the
would.
problem with some seafarers. I mean, they are taking so much money from after staying on board the ship, and they are not able to. I mean, they don't have the thinking what to do with this money.
Mhm.
If they plan properly, or if they take some help from the finance person, that will give them great returns, and they don't have to think much. Okay, I have to go again, and by any chance, if you don't get a ship, then it will be getting a burden on you.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the problem. So I must say you should have a second job rather than staying on one job.
This is very interesting.
That is, of course. I mean, you should have a second.
Second, the source of
Second
income.
source of income, of course. That's correct. That is must now.
So, do you have an extra source of income?
Yeah, like in India, I have planned many ways. I have planned in stock market. I have planned in mutual funds. I buy.
So you invest your money. You make your money work for you.
That's correct. I mean, some money are liquid. Some money is like I buy a land and just
Real estate.
Just leave that land, and after 5 to 6 years, if the price goes up of that land.
And how do you make your financial decisions, your investment decisions?
I mean, my father is there. He is helping me with that finance.
So your father works with this, huh?
That's correct. But like, if the new guy who don't have anything about, who don't know about anything about the finance, they need some guide. Like if you are giving some guide to everyone, you have a channel like, and you are giving some guide. So many people can come to you and you can advise them.
Yeah.
Like you are advising me.
Yeah.
In the last talk. That's very good.
So you see value in the financial planning, even for somebody who already has some conscience and some discipline about their money. Yeah?
That's correct. Of course, you need something. I mean,
Professional guidance will help.
of course, even if you are know about the finance, even you are conscious about these things, but still you need some professional guide. I mean, if you come on board for 6 months and you can't monitor what's going on, so somebody is there, okay,
Taking care
of your funds, okay, you can sell this, and you don't have to monitor because there are a lot of work pressure on board ship.
Yes.
And you can't always be on the internet to check, okay, what stock market. You can see once or twice, but when to sell, when to buy, this is guided by a professional guy. So if you have some professional guy with you, then of course he will take care of all the funds, okay. I mean, he will inform you, okay, you can buy this, it will be profit for you in next 5 years or next 4 years.
But it's
next 1
different.
year.
But it's different than you having to check all the time to keep paying attention, to keep
You can't pay.
following the news. It's different than this.
That's correct. I mean, you can't follow every time on board ship, of course. If you're staying ashore, you have chances, but there also you have some lot of work pressure from offices and everything.
You have to do courses. You also want to enjoy your day.
I mean, I'm not talking about the seafarers only. I'm talking about the general person who is staying ashore only.
Yes.
They also have the, lot of pressure from the offices.
Of course.
And they are also getting tired and everything.
Many people wake up early to go to work and they spend some time getting to work and they spend the whole day at work. They come back home tired. They need some time to blow off some steam, and it's difficult to find some time to think about your money and plan ahead. Yeah.
So in that case, the planner, the financial helper will come in play, and they will take care of your money. Okay, at least they will give you a message. Okay, or a phone call. They will just a phone call away from.
It's like a trigger, huh?
Yeah, a trigger. Okay.
Not even thinking about this, but your financial planner calls you. Okay, we need to see this. We need to plan this, and then you. Okay, I need to think about my future. Huh?
Yeah, you don't know. Anytime anything can happen. Like in this pandemic.
Yes.
The stock markets, how they have fallen from March 2020. The stock markets in India is very high at that time. And in April 21,
in the whole world,
in whole world, of course. Yeah. So if you have some planner who is taking care of your finance,
they will warn you. Look,
Yeah.
The stock market is
Going to
down.
crash.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing about the finance planner. Finance planner.
And not only about investments and the stock market. For example, other areas that you need to pay attention during this pandemic, like risk management, not only for the investments but for your whole life.
Yeah.
Health insurance, maybe you could lose your job, so do you have a plan for this? So the financial planner will help you with this also, which are as important as the investments.
Of course, finance planner is not like only planning the finance. He will look after all the things, all the matters. He will try to advise you. He can't force you, but
Yes,
he can advise
of
you in
course.
many different matters other than the finance.
If I'm your financial planner, I'll tell you this, Manpreet. If you follow this path,
Yeah.
this is what's gonna happen. If you follow the other path, this is what's gonna happen. So you have to choose now.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
mean, he
prefer?
can advise, okay, and it's to choose what to do, it's in your hand.
Yeah.
But the finance planner will always help you. It's not like they will just give you advice and they will go away. They will always there for long term also. Okay,
Exactly.
yeah. They are not taking your money and running anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the finance planner for everyone should be there. Must. I mean, in this
It's a
scenario.
must have, huh?
Yeah. What to say? I mean, this much I can say about the finance helper.
Good.
Yeah.
I hope more people think like this.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you are following this channel, he has some good content on his Instagram, because I joined his Instagram maybe last month, and I've gone through. Most of them is in Brazilian, but he tried to explain me. Okay, we can do like this, but yeah, it is helpful. I must say, it is helpful.
See guys, Novo Mercantes is international now. In India, in the Philippines, everywhere. You need to follow us to learn, huh?
Yeah, I must say, follow his channel on Instagram. Or do you have any other platform?
Right now we have Instagram, we have Spotify, we have our website, and soon we're gonna have a YouTube channel also.
So guys, he has on Instagram, he's on the Spotify, he's on the
Our website.
he's owning his own website. So that's a good part. I mean, now soon he will be on the YouTube. So I will tell you to follow his channel and try to learn something. And if you find the stuffs are good, you can approach him. He has a contact number also there, and that will helpful. I mean, he has on board ship only. He has gone through, I think, 2 or 3 peoples on board.
Yeah.
I mean, he had
Even
one.
more, huh? Even more if I consider the last times also.
Yeah, I'm talking about my tenures. I've been here, and he has helped around 3 to 4 people, including me, giving some finance advice, how you can plan and everything, and that is helpful in long term. And even if you want in short time also, there must be some plan from his side. So you can follow his channel. That's all I can say.
Thank you, man, for the words.
Yeah.
Really, honestly, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So, do you want to work on board until you retire?
I can't guarantee you now.
Right now, it's
No,
still blurry.
It's
Yeah,
still
in future.
blurry in future what going to happen. But I can say one thing: I will not like to stay on board for all my life.
You don't want.
Yeah. At least now, I don't know about the future. What's going to happen?
Yeah, our
But
minds
my
change.
plan is like invest the money in somehow that I can just try to retire as early as possible and stay a good life, sure, with my family, spend more time. I mean, if you are planning now as if you are planning your finance properly from now or from your young age, like if you start earning at the age of 23 and you have start planning your finance properly at the age of 35 to 36 years, you will get a good returns.
Of course.
Yes. And if you
The earlier you begin, the earlier you can harvest the profits.
the better will be the flower.
Yeah, good.
So, I mean, if you are following this channel or whatever the things are, the first thing I will tell you, just try to finance as early as possible. Even if you are earning $100, try to save $20 at least. First, you start with $20, later on you will increase $200. And if you finance it betterly, you will be one time you can't be rich with this money, but you will be having a good life after retirement.
Exactly.
That's what I can say.
Guys, I cannot stress enough the importance of saving, even if you can only save like 10 reais, 50 reais per month. Because when you start to do this, you create the habit. If you follow us, you saw already a video or a post about this, that when we have a goal, the best way to achieve this goal is to create a habit attached to this goal. So if you start to save money since the earliest times in your lives, when you get more money, when your income increases, you're gonna be able to save more money because you already developed the habit of saving. So it's very important to start saving early. Like,
the more you save, the more enjoyment will be in your life.
saving money equals freedom, huh?
Yeah, saving money equalizes the freedom to your life.
Alright, so
For the Brazilian seafarers, I can tell that the seafarer profession is very good for Brazilians. I mean, many Brazilians already in this profession. I can see that, okay, more Brazilians will be coming. But if you are there in this profession and if you are earning good money, then I must say the saving should be there after you earn a lot of money. For the seafarers, I mean, the seafarers in the Brazil are got paid so much good, and if they don't know how to save their money, there is a wastage of that money, and it will not good for you also and your family also. So that is for the seafarers and others who are there in Brazil. I mean, they also got paid good money, and they are also working very good. They have a good life. And if you don't want to work for your full life, better to save from now and retire early. That's what I can say, and enjoy your life.
good message, man.
Yeah, man.
Alright, so thank you, Manpreet, for your
Of course.
interview. And
Okay.
so, Manpreet, what do you think the viewers should do now?
The viewer should follow Novo Mercante.
Novo Mercante.
I didn't spell as good as the Brazilian, but yeah,
You understood, huh?
yeah, you understood what I want to say.
Very
So
good.
that's all.
Novo Mercante means new seafarer, because our company's idea
Yeah.
is that we are seafarers already and we want to become a new kind of seafarers. You see, we transport goods now. We transport oil, we transport containers and everything. And the new seafarer transports knowledge and information as well.
Yeah, that's a good part.
You understand?
Yeah.
And everybody that we help, every seafarer that we help, also becomes Novo Mercante, because they also have more knowledge and information to share.
Yeah, that's
So
a good.
this-
That's a good initiative from this guy. I mean,
Thank you, man.
this guy is helping so many people. I mean, on board ship also, at shore also. I mean, it is helpful in some matters, and it will be going to give you benefit in future. I can guarantee you, it will give you a benefit, and you should follow his channel. That's what I can say.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Alright, so finish, guys. Please remember to follow, like, and comment. Also, before, you need to comment and tell us which places Manpreet should visit in Brazil, because he wants to have the best trip here after the pandemic ends. And later, leave some comments about the interview, what you thought more interesting, what would you like to know more. I can ask Manpreet later to answer you guys. Okay, and follow us. Alright, see you later.
Bye bye, guys. See you later. Enjoy.